Hey all, this is Eucep again, and today I'm doing a request, which was made quite a long while ago, but I decided let's give it a go, or at least try to, because this thing is a nightmare. This is the Zeta Plus, and this was pretty much one of the very first master grades I've ever built. Think I built the fast first, but this was like nearly 10 years ago, I think, that I built this one. I got him cheap, and that's pretty much why I got him. It's not my favorite design. First of all, I'm not fond of transforming Gundams. In general, they look stupid in their alternate modes. And this one is no different. Even though, compared to some of the transforming Gundams, this guy actually transforms. And, well, it's still with some parts forming. But at least it works. There is something of a jet mode in this. So, yeah, on the side you can see the arms, you can see the legs. Also, he packs together poorly in this mode, and actually in robot mode as well. So, not too incredibly fond of this mode. And this is actually the first time that I've seen it myself, because I had never ever transformed him before. Actually, I had to get out his manual to actually see how the fuck do I transform this, because it's not as obvious as it might seem. Anyway, let's try to get him to his robot form without breaking him on camera. Take off the cannon, follow away this part, fold out the handle for robot mode. Fold these around, just for easy. Yeah. On the underside, the shield is pegged in here. There's a peg around here, and it's pegged in here. To prepare him for robot mode, flip this in. Take this part, fold this back. It pretty much pegs in by this. Right, so this is the remainder of the Gundam, and yeah, here you see the rest of him inside. As you can see, he actually does change quite a bit in order to fit together like this. The legs. It's pretty much a case of, you hear the cracks. I'm not fond of those noises. Right, that's one leg, straighten it out. Take the foot, fold it out, fold in the heel, same on the other side. And also straighten out that leg. And this is incredibly tight. This model, when I built it, I really didn't put enough time into removing plastic knobs from where I got stuff off the sprues. So some things are really not that well hanging together, and I'm not very fond of that work that I did with this one. At least, actually, if everything fails, a lot of these parts are just connected by polycaps, so you can pretty much pull parts off and get things aligned by that. Right, now for the underside. This is a very frail point. These are tiny little pegs of these wings. As you can see, just a tiny little peg, for which you have to get that wing around and around and around. Alright, same on this side. You can fold in these pegs, actually, just to keep them safer. As you can see, there are everywhere. I've panel lined them. Actually, I've left this guy for years without panel lines or any decals put on them. They're both clear decals and rub transfers. The rub transfers proved to be a problem. I actually screwed up a few, so not all of them are on here, but that's not the biggest issue there is. Yeah, it's really a floppy mess to actually get everything back into place. As you can see, there's this big part, which this part is supposed to peg into this back skirt, but yeah, you can barely peg it in, and when you peg it in, it pegs out way too easily. Unhook that part, move this part, move this around, move this around. It's all a collision of parts, in my opinion. It's far from elegant in any shape or form. But let's have it this way. Now at the rear, I can move the wings back like this, now that I have the room. Alright, the arms, they pretty much fold out. Alright, let's first try to peg this all together and hope it all works. There are holes that peg together, and then put over. Now I really hope I'm pegging this together right. I think I have. Alright, let's move these legs to a better position. You can fold down these hip guards, armor bits. Right. Let's change it up a bit. Up more. Right, now I have to separate these chest halves. And move them to the side and down. As you see there, they went from there to there. Leave the head down a bit. Tilt the head back a bit. And then work the chest down, and hopefully clearing this all. Alright, it seems to have cleared. Then, yeah, you really have to wiggle this part around. Sorry, I think I had that off screen, but you have to keep that head back. And then try to get enough clearance to just get this down, and you can press underneath and pop the head up. Alright, till it pops into place. Fold in this chest piece. It's really a case of aligning everything properly to get it into place. Finally, fold up the shoulder armor, and then these side flaps down again. Fold down the V-fin. Let's see, have I done everything now? It seems so. Right. Now he can be moved back and put better into frame. Yeah, it's already over 10 minutes long and I'm really disliking reviewing this one. As I said, it's a hard mess. The transformation is part forming, but also a lot of very fidgety joints, because, well, it is a master grade, so it's very highly stuff with moving parts, and getting him to pose and look properly, well, good luck there. For the shield, you peg it in, or at least you slide it in into the hole, and then just a tiny bit down and it's into place. This is an older master grade, so no actual pegs in the fist or anything to keep a weapon into place. And it's also a 3-finger, 1-finger ball joint to thumb. Pretty much, but at least the fingers are very tight, so getting him to hold it isn't the biggest issue. You just need to align everything. And not knock it loose constantly. Yeah. No, this is not my fondest Gundam ever. It was an interesting build, we'll give it that, but otherwise, no, I'm not very fond of him. In terms of articulation, well, it pretty much follows the standard Gundam joints, but unlike many, the only ball joint is probably in the head, and that's about it. The head itself is pretty large, so it's knocking into everything when you try to rotate it around, so not much movement there. The arms are pretty free, but the shoulder parts, well, they can get loose way too easily. Yeah, the arms, let's get it out, do have a double joint, but can't fully bend. Wrist, normal ball joint, no extra special stuff there. No waist articulation due to transformation. The hips can move forward and back. As you see, the side skirts move along. They can not really move out much more than this. The knees do have a double bend. As you can hear, it really creaks a lot, and I'm not very happy there, but at least it can do a full bend. The ankle, it has some movement. Actually, it has plenty of movement in some directions, so you can really set him up pretty much as you want, but don't expect pretzel movements like the H1 normal. This is a very old kit. I'm not sure from what year this was, but I think it's pretty old. Let's see, 2001. So, yeah. Anyway, this was Eucep. Thank you all for watching. See you next time.